Once upon a time, in the golden grasslands of Africa, there was a place called the Pride Lands. It was a land full of life, where animals lived happily under the wise and brave King Mufasa, a mighty lion. Everyone loved and respected him because he was kind, fair, and strong. One bright morning, a very special event took place. A little lion cub named Simba was born to King Mufasa and Queen Sarabi. The entire kingdom cheered with joy. Birds chirped, zebras danced, and elephants trumpeted loudly. Simba was going to be the future king, and the animals were excited to see him grow up. Rafiki, a wise old baboon, climbed to the top of Pride Rock, holding baby Simba high for all the animals to see. "This little one will be a great king someday," Rafiki said. The crowd roared in celebration, and Simba's adventure began. Simba grew up to be a playful, curious cub. He loved exploring and dreamed of becoming a brave king like his father. One day, Mufasa took Simba to the top of Pride Rock and said, "Everything the light touches is our kingdom. As king, you must protect the circle of life, which connects all living things." Simba's eyes sparkled as he listened, but he couldn't help asking, "What about that dark place over there?" Mufasa's face grew serious. "That's the Shadowlands, Simba. It's dangerous, and you must never go there." Simba nodded, but deep down, he was curious. Meanwhile, in the shadows of the Pride Lands, Mufasa's younger brother Scar was plotting something evil. Scar was jealous because he wanted to be king, but now Simba was in his way. Scar pretended to be nice to Simba, but he had a wicked plan. One day, Scar said to Simba, "Do you know about the Shadowlands? Only the bravest lions go there. But I'm not sure if you're ready for such an adventure." Simba puffed up his chest. "I am brave. I'll go there and prove it." Simba invited his best friend, Nala, to join him. Together, they sneaked past Zazu, Mufasa's loyal bird friend, and headed to the Shadowlands. When they arrived, the place was dark and scary. Suddenly, a group of hyenas surrounded them, laughing and showing their sharp teeth. Simba and Nala were trapped. But just when it seemed hopeless, a thunderous roar shook the ground. It was Mufasa. He chased away the hyenas and saved Simba and Nala. "Simba," Mufasa said gently but firmly, "being brave doesn't mean going looking for trouble. A good king is wise and knows when to be cautious." Simba felt sorry. "I just wanted to be like you." Mufasa smiled. "You're already on your way, Simba. But remember, a true king must always think about others." But Scar was not done yet. He wanted to take the throne, and he had a terrible idea. He tricked Simba into going to a gorge, saying, "Your father has a surprise for you." While Simba waited, Scar sent a herd of wildebeests charging through the gorge. The ground rumbled as the wild animals stampeded toward Simba. Scar ran to Mufasa, pretending to be concerned. "Simba is in trouble," he cried. Mufasa rushed to save his son, pulling him to safety. But as Mufasa tried to climb out of the gorge, Scar betrayed him. He pushed Mufasa back into the stampede, and the great king was gone. Scar told Simba, "It's all your fault. You must run away and never return." Feeling scared and guilty, Simba ran as far as he could, leaving the Pride Lands behind. Simba wandered into a jungle, tired and lonely, until he met two new friends, Timon, a funny meerkat, and Pumbaa, a cheerful warthog. They had a special motto, Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. Timon and Pumbaa taught Simba how to enjoy life. They laughed, sang songs, and ate juicy bugs. Simba grew up in the jungle, happy but far away from his destiny. One day, Simba's old friend Nala found him in the jungle. She was surprised and happy to see him, but she also brought sad news. "Simba, the Pride Lands are in trouble," she said. "Scar has taken over, and everything is falling apart. The animals are starving, and the land is dry and lifeless. You have to come back and be king." But Simba shook his head. "I can't go back, Nala. I'm not the king everyone thinks I am. It's all my fault." Nala didn't give up. "Simba, you are the only one who can save us." That night, Simba met Rafiki again. Rafiki led him to a quiet pool and said, "Look into the water. What do you see?" Simba stared at his reflection. At first, he only saw himself. But then, his father's image appeared in the stars above. "Simba," Mufasa's voice echoed, "you have forgotten who you are. You are my son and the one true king. Remember who you are." Simba felt a spark of courage light up inside him. He realized he couldn't run away anymore. He had to face Scar and save his home. Simba returned to the Pride Lands, and what he saw broke his heart. The once beautiful kingdom was now a wasteland, filled with hungry animals and dark skies. Simba climbed Pride Rock and confronted Scar. "Step down, Scar. The throne is not yours." Scar laughed. "You left, Simba. You don't deserve to be king." A fierce battle followed. Simba's friends Timon, Pumbaa, and Nala joined in, fighting against Scar and the hyenas. In the end, Simba faced Scar one-on-one. Scar tried to lie and trick Simba again, but this time, Simba didn't believe him. Using all his strength, Simba defeated Scar and reclaimed his rightful place as king. Rain began to pour, washing away the scars of Scar's rule. The Pride Lands slowly came back to life, with green grass, clear water, and happy animals returning. Simba stood proudly on Pride Rock with Nala by his side. He had learned to be a wise, brave, and caring king. One day, Rafiki held up Simba and Nala's cub, presenting the next generation to the kingdom. The circle of life continued, just as Mufasa had taught. The story of the Lion King teaches us that running away from our problems doesn't solve them. True courage means facing challenges and taking responsibility for our actions. It also reminds us that we are stronger when we care for others and remember who we truly are.